First Lady Melania Trump hates her husband, Donald Trump, at least according to biographer Michael Wolff, whose explosive claim is putting the spotlight back on the famously private Trump marriage. Wolff made the claim during an appearance on the Inside Trump's Head podcast, while recalling a conversation he said he had with one of Donald Trump's senior aides in the 2016 campaign. At the time, Wolff said he was questioning why Melania had made no campaign appearances alongside his husband, and when he pressed the campaign for an explanation, the aide allegedly gave him a blunt answer: Melania hated his guts. Wolff went even further, claiming the couple barely speak and are rarely in each other's company. He also recalled speculation surrounding Melania's appearance at the 2024 Republican National Convention following the assassination attempt against Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. According to Wolff, there were doubts Melania would even sit beside his husband, and he claimed her reluctance had nothing to do with concerns about his safety, but rather because she hated him. Those claims are now being revisited after Melania made a rare public appearance alongside Trump over the weekend. The couple appeared together as Trump helped give the green light to racers at the Freedom 250 Grand Prix IndyCar race in Washington, D.C. Melania and Trump were both seen smiling, but according to an expert lip reader, there appeared to be a tense exchange between the couple. Melania allegedly told Trump that people react to something she had identified as a problem. Trump reportedly responded by telling her to knock it off. She then appeared to ask, "Are you?" before allegedly adding that it had happened twice and that she couldn't take any more. The interaction immediately caught attention online, with one person remarking that they had never seen the couple interact so much in public. Another social media user simply suggested Melania looked pissed. The latest speculation comes after Melania spent 32 days largely out of the public spotlight before returning to the White House Rose Garden on August 20th for her Fostering the Future initiative. During that appearance, she even joked with the crowd, saying she heard people missed her and that she was finally there. This comes amid ex-Trump aide claims that Melania appears only when paid.
I heard you missed me.
Could Melania Trump's relationship with Donald Trump be more transactional than romantic? That question is back in the spotlight after former Trump aide Sarah Matthews made a series of pointed claims about the First Lady's absence from her husband's political world. Speaking on Midas Touches on Sunday with Jack Cocchiarella podcast, Matthews, 31, said she spent a year working on Trump's campaign and 7 months at the White House during his first administration. She said she met the vice president, cabinet officials, and members of the Trump family, but claimed there was one notable exception: Melania Trump. When I was working on the campaign for a year and then at the White House for the last 7 months of the first admin, I met the vice president, I met almost every cabinet official, I met members of the first family, I met all of them at one point or another. The only person I never met was Melania Trump. Matthews, who resigned after the January 6 riots, emphasized the point again. I never met the First Lady, even though I was the deputy spokesperson for the president on his campaign and in the White House, she said. And for Matthews, that was no coincidence. I think that's pretty telling, she said, describing herself as a Republican in exile. She claimed Melania was known inside Trump's orbit for keeping her distance and suggested the First Lady simply did not want to be around the White House. That kind of sums it up, where it was this known thing that she was just not around and she didn't want to be around, Matthews said. She also claimed Melania disliked the White House itself, saying she thought the White House was old and falling apart and she wanted to be in New York and do her own thing. But Melania's recent return to the spotlight gave Matthews another reason to raise eyebrows. After more than a month largely out of public view, Melania appeared in the White House Rose Garden for a Fostering the Future event. Matthews acknowledged that foster care was one of Melania's passions, but then pointed to the timing. "I have to admit that the timing is a little suspect with all of the Natalie Harp things happening in the news," she said. The comment came amid renewed scrutiny surrounding Trump's 35-year-old executive assistant, Natalie Harp, whose unusually close relationship with the president has become the subject of public attention and speculation. Harp appeared to be absent during Melania's high-profile return, adding another layer to the discussion. Matthews then made her most explosive claim that Melania has reportedly been paid to appear at events during Trump's campaigns. "We know, too, that it's been reported that Melania gets paid for showing up at events when they were on the campaign trail," Matthews said. She added, "It's crazy to think that you have to pay your own wife to show up somewhere." Then came the jab that turned the claim into a headline. Discussing the Harp controversy, Matthews wondered whether Melania's alleged appearance fee had increased. "I wonder if her rate has gone up after all of this news," she said, adding that presumably Melania would not like the speculation surrounding Harp, whether or not it's true. Those claims come as Melania's relatively limited public schedule continues to attract attention, and the questions about the Trump marriage are hardly new. Former Trump aide Anthony Scaramucci has previously reignited speculation about the couple's relationship, describing it as appearing transactional and contractual.
Is Melania Trump really keeping her distance from Donald Trump? And is there a secret contract between their marriage? That explosive speculation is back after former Trump aide Anthony Scaramucci weighed in on the long-running rumors. Scaramucci, who briefly served as Trump's White House communications director, was asked whether he believes Trump and Melania have a marriage contract. His answer was blunt, but came with a major disclaimer. "Have I seen a contract between them? I have not seen a contract." But Scaramucci then made an even more provocative claim. He said that based on his observations of the couple around 2015, 2016, and 2017, they act like they're in a transactional, contractual relationship. He stressed that this was only his personal, third-party observation, not proof of an actual agreement. Scaramucci also offered his view of Melania, describing her as very down-to-earth and loyal to Trump. He suggested the couple may not live together, saying Trump's behavior was likely one reason for that, although he provided no evidence establishing their living arrangements. The comments come as Melania's relatively limited public appearances alongside Trump have fueled fresh online speculation about their marriage. But Melania's advisor, Mark Beckman, has pushed back against claims that she has disappeared from public life. He said she is still very active and involved in substantial projects. So where does that leave the sensational contract marriage theory? For now, exactly where it started, as speculation. Scaramucci says he has never seen a contract. There is no publicly produced document proving one exists. What has changed is that a former Trump insider has now publicly described the relationship as appearing transactional. And that is enough to reignite the question, is there really a secret arrangement behind the Trump marriage? Or are outsiders simply trying to explain a relationship they don't fully understand? And with Iran threatening the Trump family, could security fears be keeping Melania away from the president?